1, 2, 3, action.
Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecma'in. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed. Esselamu aleyküm ve rahmetullah. The topic we will inshallah read and discuss now with you together in my life since I started to read Risale in 1975, the most exciting topic. This can change for each brother. This is mercy of Almighty Allah. According, it depends on our needs, depends on the atmosphere, spiritual atmosphere. But this topic in my life and the most exciting topic. Inshallah, before we start to read and discuss, I'd like to remember together the position of human being in the universe. The position of Fatiha Surah in the Quran, the position of the prescribed prayers in all worships, the position of one day in all times, the position of human being in universe are resembling to each other. The position of Fatiha, the position of 5 daily prayers, the position of one day in all times, and the position of human being in the whole universe, similar to each other as far as I understand. That's why the more we try to understand one of them, the position of Fatiha in the Quran, for example, it prepares us for understanding the others. They are looking to each other. We can remember some truths about value of human being given by Almighty Allah. Some of them we can remember. Allah has preferred human being to angels. We can remember the event of prostration. Allah has chosen or preferred human being to angels. Human being has been created in the best form, Ahsan Taqvim. Today's topic, now we will discuss, we will read, whole universe is serving each human being purposefully. Purposefully so important, in a specific way. I'd like to repeat, the whole very important, Jemi'a. In the Quran there are ayat, Jemi'a. Even a stone in an island, Ustad is saying, we will read. The whole universe is serving with the mercy of Almighty Allah to each of us, not generally all human beings. This is another aspect, Wahidiyat. But with Sirr Ahadiyat, the whole universe is serving to each of us in a specific or special way. And Allah has given honor to human being. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. These are some truths related to the value of human being given by Almighty Allah. Yes, firstly we can read whole universe is serving to each of us in a specific way, purposefully, with the mercy of Almighty Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is, another truth we should remember. I'd like to share also it with you. This is, we are observing now on the screen, in the 4th remark of the 23rd word in the 2nd chapter. 4th remark, this question and the answer in the 4th remark of the 23rd word in the words. What is the beginning of this chapter? At the beginning of 4th remark, what can we say? What can we remember? The human being is like delicate baby in the universe. Baby at home, human being, doesn't matter, king or poor person, woman and man. In the universe under the sun, we are like baby. At the beginning of the 4th remark, this is explained. We are like baby. We should understand this. We are equal as a creatures in impotence. Baby is impotent. Baby cannot reach all needs, all things he needs. Baby, we also cannot reach any of our needs. For example, فَمَنْ يَأْتِكُمْ بِمَاءٍ مَعِينٍ. We can reach the water because it has been explained in the Sanur many times, many places, that the one who cannot create the whole universe, the one who cannot administer, govern the whole universe, cannot create an apple, a drop of water, onion or honey. Cannot create, other than Allah, cannot create anything. A baby cannot reach the water. We cannot create and reach the water. We are equal. What is the difference? On TV, we discussed this. I repeated many times this sentence. This is our topic, was our topic. Our friend who is asking questions, he said, again, I am asking. We are equal with baby. We are like baby. As a king, the richest person in the world, we are like baby. Yes, again, he said, I am asking. No difference, you are saying. Yes, no difference. Should be one difference. Yes, in the fourth remark, it is said that one difference is we should realize that we are like baby. That's all. Baby is not in the exam, but we are in the exam. And in the exam, we should understand that we, each of us, king, poor, rich, woman, man, all of us, like baby. We cannot reach the sun, we cannot reach the onion or apple. Because for apple, the whole universe is employed by Allah. Baby also cannot reach the apple. We cannot reach the apple. Only one difference we should realize. To perform the 5 daily prayers is to realize our position. To go to Mecca for Hajj is to realize our position. To perform the 5 daily prayers, to give zakat, is to realize our position before Allah in the universe. There is a phrase, I think I can say phrase. I think correctly, if we try to understand, very nice, like a seed, the sentence. If the human being understands himself and knows Almighty Allah, if a person try to understand himself, that person starts to know Almighty Allah. Yes, man is like baby in the universe, but the universe, I am corrected. The whole universe, whole very important. Very so important. In the ayat, Jemi'a, the whole universe is turning around human being. The human being is the center of the universe. But human being is like baby. There is mystery in this. What is this? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Also do not say, I am nothing. I am nothing. Related to have value, our nefis says, I am important. Related to the responsibility, our nefis says, I am nothing. This is character of nefis, the nature of nefis. The nefis, we should be educated. I also do not say, I am nothing. What importance do I have that the universe should purposefully be made subject to me by an absolutely all-wise one, Hakim Mutlak, and universal thanks be required of me. This is our responsibility, the last part of the sentence. But I'd like to repeat the sentence. And also do not say, I am nothing. What importance do I have? Not in this context. It is not said, do we have? No. Individually. Do I have that? The universe should purposefully, very important, purposefully, not secondary, directly the sun is coming, each of us, to give specific service to our bones, to our eyes. Inshallah, we will discuss. The universe should purposefully be made subject. To me very important. If we say to us, this is another aspect. Completely another aspect. The manifestation of the name of Wahidiyat. To me, by an absolutely all-wise one, and universal thanks be required of me. Because, for sure, you are as though nothing with respect to your soul and form. But, in regard to duty and rank, you are an observant. Can you show? Yes. Oh man, in regard to your, spectator of this majestic universe. Man is responsible for observing the whole universe, to read. Spectator of this majestic universe. An eloquent, articulate tongue of these beings, so full of wisdom. All sciences are proclaiming that universe is full of wisdom. As discerning reader of this book of the universe, as supervisor of these creatures, full of wonder at their glorifications, and like a foreman of these beings, full of respect for their worship. Yes, O man, in regard to your vegetable physical being, an animal soul, you are a minuscule particle, a contemptible atom, a needy creature, a weak animal who tossed on the awesome waves of the flood of beings, is departing. But, another aspect, what is the value of human being? I think it is coming after but. But, being perfected through the light of belief, which comprises the radiance of divine love, and through the training of Islam, which is enlightened, in regard to humanity and servitude to Allah, you are a king. Servant, king. King, servant. In the 29th letter, Ustad is saying that Allah has combined the opposite things. Perhaps this one can be a good example. Human being is servant, like baby, in physical aspect, nothing but king. Whole universe is serving him. King. Perhaps in some taxis, cars, you have seen there is king. Indicates baby. Baby. There is king in this car. You should be careful. I think this is indicating the baby is in the car. The earth is like cradle, and we are like baby. But king, at the same time, with the mercy of Allah, human being is like king. You are a king, and a universal within particularity. This is opposite things. Universal within particularity, and within your insignificance, a world, and within your contemptibility, a supervisor of such high rank and extensive sphere that you can say, my compassionate sustainer has made the world a house for me. So important. You know, we are thinking together. For me. So, yes, 5 or 6 or 7 billion people there are. For each of us, the world is like a private house. For man, the other people are helper of him. Helper. Oh, and friend. In the ship, if we are alone, what would happen? The world becomes like dungeon. But the world, inshallah, we will read from Shah Jaz. The world, the universe has numerous faces. These faces are looking to each person in a specific way. My compassionate sustainer has made the world a house for me, not for us. This is so important. The main subject is in concealed in for me, not for us, for me. And summer a table of bounties, and the animals he has made my servant, not our servants. So important, main idea. And the animals he has made, Allah Almighty has made my servants, and plants the decorated furnishing of my house. We cannot turn in here. That's why I'd like to share something, you know, but let's remember together. And the animals. Yes, yes, by following the style of Quran, we should style to speak about bee, but we cannot remain bee. Bee, goats, cows, like window. Bee, the wild animals in the forest, all of them, each serving each of us purposefully. They are killing the bird, for example. The dead corpses are cleaned by the wild animals. They are as important as the bee. The bee. All whole animals in this island, 400,000 species. Each of them numberless. All of them is serving for me, for you, for Ahmed, for Ali, for Hassan, purposefully. We are sleeping in comfort because the wild animals, other animals, are working now in the forest, in the ocean, in the mountain. They are cleaning the earth so that we should sleep. Otherwise, we cannot sleep because of bad smell. Yeah. The animals, he has made my servants. King is this, my servant, and plans the decorated furnishing of my house. Yes, conclude. To conclude, if you hit Satan and your soul, you will fall to the lowest of the low, esfel safilin. Because if person hits Satan and soul, what happens? That person claims that he is administering whole universe. But the same person is trembling from coronavirus, cannot be seen. At the same time, he is claiming that he is governing the whole universe. This is to tell a lie. Completely contrary to wisdom of Almighty Allah to say like that. If you hit Satan and your soul, you will fall to the lowest of the low. But if you heed truth and the Quran, you will rise to the highest of the high, alayilin, and become the most excellent pattern of the universe. Inshallah, we will see more detailed truths in the Shahadur Ijaz, the tafsir of 29. If it is possible, can you show ayat 13 Jasiye suresi? Ustad is saying the brothers of this ayat 13. You can check if it's possible. You know. Otherwise, I can give translation.
We didn't connect the internet.
No, again, no. There's no need. There's no need. The same meaning, similar meaning. No need. The signs of miraculousness and yes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Huvellezi 13. Jasiye 13.
Hocam, we can find it, give it to you, and you can read to us if you want. I mean, very quickly.
No. I can give translation of it. Yes.
Yeah, on phone.
So easy to see there, but no problem.
Okay.
Huvellezi halaka lekum ma fil ardı cemiyan. Cemiyan. Ustad is saying we should investigate on it. Cemiyan. Cemiyan sümmes teva ile semai fesevvauna seb'a semavatin ve huve bi kulli şeyin alim. Yes, can you continue? There is a question. No. Can you continue? Until the question. Sorry. Just before it. Here.
Okay.
No. Can you continue?
I think it's
Should
start,
be the
Where
question.
does it come from?
Is it here?
No. Can you continue? A little. Yes, if you were to ask. The first matter. Very good, beautiful question. Answers also are in it, in the question. But at the same time, we will see the answer. But even in the question, we can see the answer. Very interesting question. If you were to ask this verse, 29 Bakara Suresi, 13 Jasiye Suresi, and other many ayat about this. This verse, this ayat, indicates that everything on the earth is for man's use. But how can one conceive of Zayd for example, making use of every part of the earth, every part of the earth. And how could Habib and Ali derive benefit from a stone at the foot of a mountain in the middle of an island in the Pacific Ocean? A stone in the Pacific Ocean also is serving each of us in a specific way, not generally, not generally. Because I should share. And inshallah, I'll turn to the beginning of the question. Man, as you know, is resembling in some aspect in a main structure of organs of human being to other human beings from Adam alayhi salam until the doomsday. A man is resembling in one aspect. Where is the heart? Where is the brain? What is the function of brain? Main things are similar, but everybody is unique. If we think that everybody is unique, our service we are taking from the universe is unique. Because my eyes, my ear, my mouth, all of them is unique. Unique. Only with my eyes I can enter the universe, enter the sun, enter the atmosphere, my use. Other than me, Adam alayhi salam until now and doomsday, nobody can not enter the sun in the same way I entered. No, because the key is unique. My eyes and other organs, unique, doesn't resemble anybody. This is ihadiyat, sir ihadiyat minds, you know. Yes, how could Habib and Ali derive benefit from a stone at the foot of a mountain in the middle of an island in the Pacific Ocean? And how can Amr utilize Zayd's property? Very important question, part of question. Ali or Ömer is benefiting from the property which belongs to Zayd, our neighbor, or our neighbor country. In Greece, in Iran, we are benefiting from the forest. They have. Why? It is clear in the ayat. But this verse and others like it, Jasiya 13, others, Jasiya 13, you can see. This verse, this ayat, and others like it suggest that all of it is for each person, not generally for human beings. No. So important. All of it is for each person without being divided up. I'd like to repeat this sentence. Without being divided up. What does it mean? Sorry, brothers, we can remember together. If a person buy a car, this person becomes happy at home because new car he has bought a car. At the same time, if he buys a garden, happier. At the same time, if he moves the new house, which is larger than before, more happy. Even study saying, in one lesson, the person can understand that universe belongs to me. Universe, not car, not large house, not good salary. The whole universe, without being divided up, has been given by Almighty Allah with His mercy to me, not to us. To us, another aspect. To me. The whole, in one lesson, if person listens to the lesson, he can phone his father and mother, family, I am rich. I am rich. I am rich. I have discovered that I am rich. But now I discovered. In the evening, I went to place, I listened to a reality coming from the Quran. The whole universe belongs to me. Before, I suppose that generally the universe is serving all human beings. 6 billion. No. The universe, I'd like to repeat. But this verse and others like it suggest that all of it, Jemi'a, all of it, is for each person without being divided up. Moreover, how with their vastness can the sun and moon and so on be for Zayd and Amr, and their main purpose be their tiny benefits, and how can harmful things be useful for human beings? I'll turn to this sentence. For there is nothing vague or inaccurate in the Quran, and exaggeration is not in keeping with true eloquence. This paragraph isn't in Turkish version.
Yeah.
Yes, interesting.
Yes.
And I asked the Novo Ustad in Istanbul. He didn't remember. I don't know. This sentence, this part, this question isn't in Arabic, and the English translation has been, I think, translated from Arabic. This, but by looking at the last sentence, my guess is this: perhaps knowingly, Ustad or his students has chosen not to put this question. I think the reason, the cause can be like this. This is my guess, only guess. Even Mufti or scholar, if they see this paragraph, they can say, this is exaggeration, brother. Please. Please. Generally, the universe is serving us, not me.
Yes.
Not me.
Where is the Ustad?
Yes, this is exaggeration. I think to stop them, this is goodness or something to people, because to say seems to be exaggeration is problematic. No. How can harmful things be useful for human beings? Fatih, harmful things. Can you give an example? Snake, scorpion. In Izmir, when I was a governor in a town in another place, about the same colleague has been protested in an area, and on TV I consulted the news. The people were shouting, "Take precaution! Take precaution!" Some hunters are killing the snakes without taking measures. They are killing the snakes. We are farmer. As a farmer, we are in pain, in problem, because if the snakes are killed, rats, I think rats come more than required or something like that, and this is problem. We eat, for example, vegetable in Sapanca, but in the mountain of Izmir or Antalya, the snakes are serving to each of us purposefully. They are eating your vegetable, but in the I think in chain, can I say chain?
Food chain. Yeah, food chain.
Yeah, chain. And, all animals are in this chain. Chain. Even scorpion and snake. Question is related to this. And how can harmful things be useful for human beings? Because the ayat is saying Jemi'a, no exception. Snake or scorpion or coronavirus. Coronavirus served us, each of us, seriously about the view. Our view should be changed related to our exam. We are in mistake, and coronavirus came and gave serious lesson to whole humanity. And exaggeration is not in keeping with true eloquence. Can you show a little, 2 or 3 paragraphs we'll read and finish. You would be told, consider the following 6 points which will put such doubts to flight. The first, as has been mentioned, it is characteristic of life that it makes the particular universal. This is the characteristic of life. The part into a whole, the single into collectivity, and the restricted absolute with life, and the individual into a world. Thus, each member of all the species becomes like a living race or people, and the world becomes its house, and it comes to have relations with all things. Flower has light, it has relation with all things, not only with sun, with all things. The second, as you know, very interesting, brothers. I think all of us in the school, we learned some things, but we couldn't manage to find the result in school. Ustad sometimes is using in a general way this knowledge we obtained in the school by saying, as you know, how, why, where, what, there are in the world a fixed order among the stars, for example, fixed order and firm arrangement between the sun and the world, other sky, stars, and elevated principles. We learn these realities in the school, and constant fundamental laws, making it like a clock or machine. And just as each cog wheel, indeed each tooth of each cog, and even every part of each tooth plays a part, however minor, in the working order of the machine. So too, through the workings of the machine, it has an effect on the machine's utility and its production. I think until here, as far as I remember from our discussions with my friends, this sentence indicates that we are drinking a glass of water, for example. Water is coming from the whole universe, like onion, like honey, like vegetables, whole universe. Because for water, the sun is necessary, but the rain is necessary, the seasons are necessary, as you know, the solar system is necessary, the whole universe is necessary. The last ayat of Tebareke is indicating this. فَمَنْ يَأْتِيكُمْ بِمَاءٍ مَعِينٍ. You cannot reach the water, because the one who cannot create and administer the whole universe cannot create a drop of water. In the same way, through its existence, every being is in some way useful for living beings, the chief and leader of which is the human race. Everything we benefit, for example, apple, water, onion, milk, honey, behind there is the whole universe. Behind the water, behind the onion, there is the whole universe. Whole universe is employed by Almighty Allah for onion or for milk. And the third will be clearer. As has reached your ears in previous discussions, no being obstructs other beings in regard to benefiting from things. For just as the sun in its entirety is Zayd's and its light is his place of relaxation and promenading, so in its entirety is it arms and a garden for him. If, for example, Zayd were all alone in the world, he would benefit from it no more than if he were together with all the world's people. Only one person, the sun is necessary, solar system is necessary, the universe is necessary, because the human being is a summary of the universe, the fruit of the universe. With the exception of that part that looks to the two caves like food, for these might be object of scrummaging, I think, discussion and obstruction. I think the war, the fighting, because of this, the people who do not know Allah is sending our sustenance. Everybody is nourished by Allah. That's as a result of this, because of this heedlessness and ignorance, the fighting becomes. The fourth, the universe, I think I can finish in the fourth. The universe does not have only one fine facet or aspect. In place of aspect I can use. The universe does not have only one fine aspect. It has layer upon layer of different general facets, aspects or respects, the benefits of which also have numerous general and interconnected facets. And the ways of utilizing them are numerous and various. What does it mean? For example, if you have a garden, you benefit from it in one way, in one aspect, and the people benefit in another by receiving pleasure from it through the faculty of sight. For instance, in Shira, in the Quran, there are, as you know, 114 surah. One of them is Inshira. Sometimes the bounty of Inshira is sent to us from neighbor's garden. Or as we are going to Izmit or Istanbul, we observe the garden, and the pain in our heart goes. The inshirah comes. This cannot be stated with money. With money. Sometimes I see some person in the road, for example, he is asking some question because of TV. He knows he is ready to give everything he has to reach inshirah. Please make supplication. With my children, I am in the exam. I cannot take the air nearly at home. Inshirah, inshirah. He is looking for inshirah. Inshirah is sent sometimes from the neighbor's garden. Because ayat is saying the whole universe. Neighbor's garden, neighbor's country's forest, in Russia, in Greece. Sometimes we make joke as we are reading this. Perhaps we can have some problem with Greece. But the forest in Greece are serving us no obstacle. Forest in Turkey is helping them, and the forest animals in Greece, in Europe, are serving us. Coming, going. The service is coming, going. No obstacle in the border of the country. No. Yes, because if we take the air, whole forest in Australia, New Zealand, they are employed by Allah in the atmosphere, and we use atmosphere in a unique way, because my nose is unique. Atmosphere is serving each of us in a specific way. Of course, man derives a benefit from through his 5 external senses, his inner faculties, and his body and spirit, and also by means of his intellect and heart, in his life, both in this world and in the hereafter. And from the point of view of taking lessons, you can think of further examples in the same way. There is nothing preventing him utilizing any of these facets of anything on the earth or even in the world. Yes, this is the position of human being. Although he's a baby, the human being is the center of the universe, the fruit of the universe. Allah has chosen or preferred human being to angels. Allah has given honor each of us. What is our responsibility? By reading only one short paragraph, we can finish. Can we turn to the beginning, in the fourth remark, question, and from here I can. And question, yes.
You passed. Go back.
Go back, yes, go back. Go back. Yeah, go back. Sorry.
Here.
No. Previous, former paragraph. In the first paragraph I read. First paragraph.
Isn't it işaretleyeceğiz?
No, in the verse.
Sorry.
The verse.
Go back then.
And I finish, inshallah. And we can discuss.
Beginning.
Yes. Do not say, I am nothing. What importance do I have that the universe should purposefully be made subject to me by an absolutely all-wise one, Hakim Mutlak, and universal thanks be required of me. This is our responsibility. Universal thanks. What is the universal thanks? By reading this, you can finish the lesson and we can discuss if you wish. Universal thanks be required for me. What is this? This is very interesting. In the evening, we read together. This is gift of Allah. I was thinking to read it. At the end of the fifth point. O impotent, needy man. O impotent, needy man. Do not neglect a means like supplication, which is the key to the treasure of mercy and to an inexhaustible strength. Cling to it. Cling to supplication. Rise to the highest peaks of humanity. Include, this is universal thanks. Include in your supplications those of all the universe. This is the universal thanks. Inshallah, in the next lesson, we will try to understand the mysteries of 5 daily prayers. 5 daily prayers represent the whole universe worship of the whole universe, like human being, inshallah.
On Saturday, you mean?
Saturday, inshallah. Include very important. Include in your supplications those of all the universe like a king. How? Say, from you alone do we seek help. From you alone do we seek help. We indicates the worship of the universe. We indicates the whole believers. We indicates the particles of our body. They are worshipping Allah. By saying we, the believer is representing the worship of the universe, the worship of the particles of his own body, the worship of the all believers. This is the universal thanks. Like a servant and deputy representing all the universe, be on the most excellent pattern of creation. We are responsible for discovering the worship of the universe. How? Because the universe is serving each of us purposefully. Our responsibility is to see, to discover the worship of the universe. How? Inshallah, in the next lesson, I perform the 5 daily prayers.
And
Yes.
and niyat is also
Niyat
important.
important.
Yeah.
Niyat is in the obligatory prayers.
Yes.
There is this niyat unfolded from them.
Yeah.
The good niyat, yes, good intention. Yes. Sorry. A few sentences by sharing. I'd like to finish. The universal thanks is firstly to see and discover the worship of the universe. How? By performing our worship, our responsibility. In the 23rd letter, flash, Ustad is saying, seriously and sincerely, if you perform your obligatory prayers, you discover partly the worship of the whole universe. Firstly, to see the worship of the universe. Secondly, to represent them, their worship, by saying, İyyâke na'budu ve iyyâke nestaîn. And to present is the right word,
Yeah.
present at the court of Allah. Not only our worship individually, the worship the whole universe, the worship of the particles of our body, the worship of all believers, believer. I think this is the universal thanks as a Halifa, vicegerent on the earth. This is importance given to each of us by Almighty Allah. Thank you. Thank you. If you have any questions, yes, or any comments, any feelings.
Yeah, thank you for that. It was a very good point, I think. And I want to say that I think it is a very important point because, and it is very beautiful because the whole universe is ours. The idea of that is, yeah, it's very good, but it's also scary at the same time because, like, when we are drinking water, we say Alhamdulillah for it, but the water might be came from the galaxy of Andromeda
Yes.
before, so we should also thank for that because it's related to all universe.
Yes.
So it's very good to have that.
Heavy duty.
Yes.
But the Ustad is saying, brothers, very good question. Every question is good. This is very good. In the 16th word, in the 4th ray, the 5 daily praise is pure favor.
Yeah.
Pure, very important. I think in English, column brother is I hope you know better. But pure, mahs lütuf. 5 daily prayers is mahs lütuf. What does mahs mean in the translation? Pure. Pure favor of Almighty Allah. By performing the 5 daily prayers in 1 hour, by saying Alhamdulillah about whole universe, about the beginning of the universe until now and until doomsday, is saying something by saying Alhamdulillah. In 1 minute, or less than 1 minute, by saying Alhamdulillah, whole universe. Sorry, I remembered an ayat, Duhan suresi, فَمَا بَكَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضُ. The believer dies, the whole universe spiritually cries because they know each other. They know each other. This is clear in the ayat. فَمَا بَكَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ السَّمَاوَاتُ. By saying Alhamdulillah, all universe spiritually is looking at you. After drinking water, by saying Alhamdulillah, the universe is saying, this person has mentioned of us also. Not only sun, not only solar system, the whole universe. To say Alhamdulillah at the beginning, sorry, at the end, at the beginning to say Bismillah, and this is like seed, this has unfolded by performing 5 daily prayers, by giving zakat, by fasting, by going to Mecca for Hajj. This verse is related to whole universe. We can summarize in that way. The universe is serving a human being. Human being, by obeying the rules of Allah, is representing the whole universe. I think this is to meet or to know each other. 11th word, I think the main idea is this. Human being enters the universe with 5 daily prayers. All keys Allah has given, and with keys the opens of the universe, the realm, different realms is opened with the keys. Keys are in the hand of human being. Our duty is so easy because obligatory prayers are not heavy. This is mercy of Allah. By performing the obligatory prayers, sleeping, farming, working in an office, all of them become a sort of worship. And brother said, as was said, with good intention, the person, the believer is saying, if Allah gave me infinite life in this world, I would obey His orders better. This also will be seen. His good intention. I'd like to repeat the sentence. If Allah gave me not 70 years, not 8 years, infinite life in this life, I would obey Almighty Allah better than now. Allah knows this. An unbeliever is saying, what does unbeliever say? If Allah gave me, or they are saying the same thing, if Allah gave me infinite life, I would deny Allah, and other people, even for them, I would try them to deny, make them to deny. As he is saying this, he dies, and this will be seen in the mahshar. I think this burns the unbeliever, and the good intention comes to the near believer in the mahshar, and this is surprising aspect. But this good intention comes from actions, performing the obligatory actions. This is easy.
So when Ustad also makes this example that when a servant comes to before king,
Yeah.
he has nothing. Well, he sees all the gifts that others are bringing,
Very good.
and then he says he expresses his intention. If all of these gifts are mine,
Yes.
if were mine, I would give them to you.
Yes. And
So-
king says, yes, I accept it. All of you belongs to you. Because doesn't need anything. Only the indication of loyalty.
Yeah, loyalty.
He accepts the gifts of his servants. That's all. Our duty is so easy. In fact, easy. 1 month in 12 months, 1 hour in 1 day, a little amount of we have money about zakat, and 1 time if we are rich to go to make a Hajj. And other duties should be performed very well. That's all.
Maybe one critical aspect of this dance is where the two opposites come together,
Yeah.
because we are talking about like being nothing.
Yeah.
We say okay, we are important and weak.
Yes.
We are nothing. I mean, we don't have any vision. We talked about NF, for example, the
Yes.
other day.
Yeah.
That's amazing that we have it today, because in any wise,
Yeah.
in any matter, we talked about that we are nothing, right?
Imaginary-
We were even talking about like, okay, do we have this tasawwuf or the mainland, right? So like that much we don't have.
Yes.
Now we talk about how
Like
much we
change.
have. So how these two get together is with that example you said, like we don't have anything, but we only have intention.
Yes. With the mercy of Allah. Allah has given this honor, this value to human being. Like baby at home.
There is a question
Baby.
somewhere
Yes.
about that. Somewhere question says, you say
Yes.
that no, in Quran it says Zalum and Jehul.
Jehul, yes.
But somewhere else it says like whole universe.
Honorable.
Like,
Honorable. In the
I don't
20.
remember where the question.
Can you
Yes,
summarize?
yes, I know, yes. In the
Isn't
letters, 26 letter.
Is that-
In one respect, in another respect, I think. And hocam, my brother, as I think, explained, at the fork we are, at the fork. By understanding the mystery of Anna, for example, by understanding the mystery of exam, if person chooses the order of Allah, becomes like king, because like baby, or in the army, a person we went to the army as a governor, doctors, professor, older. We went 30s, for example, 30s, for
You
example.
become little.
A very thin person. He is, I think, sergeant. Huh? Sergeant, there's something here. Run, sit, act in that way. He is ordering, we are obeying that person. As an inspector, doctor, professor. Why? That person has been given a post in the government. Although he's thin, 50 kilo, 60 kilo, nearly nothing, but the function of that person is so valuable.
Yeah.
He is given an order. In the same way, baby at home, as if baby is giving an order, at night, the owner of shop opens the door for milk. Baby desires milk at night. And the father goes to the owner of shop, please, can you open the shop? He says, for you, impossible. But for baby, yes. This order is coming from baby.
Yeah.
This doesn't display the power of baby. This displays the impotence of baby. In the same way, the human being is like this. As you know, very I think interesting. As you know, all creatures, plants, animals, particles, stars, are equal in impotence. But relatively, who is the most impotent? Human being, not wild animals. Right? A baby of animal in the mountain, in the rain, they are living. But window is open. Please close the window. I can become ill. The baby can. The babies of animal on the road, in the forest, the snowy, stormy, rainy, yeah, no house. Relatively, most. This is grammatically right. Most impotent, right?
Yes.
And most impotent, all human in all creatures, human being. But this is the king. This is the king. All other creatures are serving him. Like docile horse. وَالَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ زَلُولًا. We should be about the meaning of zelul. Zelul. Docile horse.
We don't even have fur.
Yes. But
Yeah,
if
like-
man claims that he is powerful, what happens? Right? A serious problem. Very interesting. And last thing I'd like to share the one meaning of ayat. 14, Isra 14. You can check. 14, yes 14. İkra kitabek. Kefa binafsike yevme aleyke hasiba. What is the meaning? Read your notebook or book and make decision for yourself.
You judge yourself.
You judge yourself.
It's
And
enough.
unbelief, yeah, enough. It is enough. You should make judgment decision correctly today. in the world.
Tell your sentence by yourself.
Yes, and unbeliever will say that my place is hell.
Yeah.
Regretful, but at the same time to get combined. He will say, my place is hell.
Yeah.
I am deserved to go to hell.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
He will
Yeah.
convince.
Why?
No look for any clues.
No.
He will convince.
He will make right decision. This is clear in the ayat. You right, make your decision, because he will understand. Everybody will understand that man is in the center of the universe. In fact, he is nothing, but the sun is the son of sun, brothers. And the universe contains everything. The son of suns, Ustad, is 21st window is explaining. The son of sun is serving man. The sun is serving man. The soul is serving man. At the last paragraph, Ustad is saying, Ya eyahsebul insana yutrakasuda, this indicating this ayat, man cannot be left on
For
On
himself.
their own.
Huh?
On their
On
own.
their own,
What do you-
cannot be left. Do you suppose? After telling realities, relate to the whole universe, and the last paragraph is responsibility of human being. Do you think that you will be meaning this? The person, everybody will see in the mahshar this situation. I am nothing, I was nothing, but everything has turned around me. This doesn't show our power, our impotence. I think this is mercy of Allah. In the last ayat, 13 Jasir Suresi, this is mercy of Allah. This is in favor of Allah. Allah has given human being so high value. This sentence, I think, contains a lot of mysteries. Allah, I memorized the sentence from the 10th word. Allah has preferred chosen, or similarity, or the same. Allah has preferred human being to angels, and angels, no objection, but has surprised. This is istifsar inshallah. Istifsar, they wanted to know what's happening.
They
Because
request
they-
the explanation.
Yes, explanation, yes.
Istifsar.
Because they are worshipping constantly, purely, but Allah has preferred human being to angels. Why? The most comprehensive mirror is human being. Why? Seriously, we should be careful as we are telling sentence. Because most comprehensive mirror, because sometimes make mistakes and repent. By making mistake and by turning the order of Allah, man discovers the name of Ghaffar, the name of Ghafur, the name of Afu, the name of Tawwab. Angels, innocent, no sin. Perhaps, I am not sure, they know these names, perhaps, but like man, no. Because man make mistakes. By making mistakes, I think to feel, to observe the manifestation of name of Tawwab, Ghaffar, Ghafur is peculiar to human being and partly jinn. Most comprehensive is the human being. Is the mercy of Allah. Yes.
I have one question.
Yes.
Earlier.
Yes.
You say that human beings are preferred.
Yes.
If Allah is the primary goal of creation, is not for Him to create human beings, but for Him to behold Himself.
Yes.
And to behold Himself, He needs a mirror that is a full mirror. You know, sometimes you have a facial mirror when you shave.
Yes.
Sometimes you have a full-length mirror.
Yeah.
Human being is a full-length mirror.
Yeah.
It shows every attribute.
Every attribute.
Every attribute.
Yes.
This is why angels are not self-aware.
Yes.
Only humans are self-aware. If you look at a baby is aware of its mother, but it's not aware that it's aware.
Mm.
So the difference with human beings is, human being is aware that he is aware. And also a human being has every single name, including Mukhtar,
Yes.
which is
Big.
the biggest secret,
Yes, secret.
and which is human beings' own by definition.
Yeah.
Human being has it; it's uncreated.
Yeah.
We said we would have the discussion about why it's uncreated.
Yes.
Allah has to be. We shouldn't say has to be. Allah creates a being in which He can gaze upon His own beauty. It has to be a full-length mirror
Yeah.
in all respects, and also this paradoxical idea of Zalum and Jahul.
Yeah.
For many years, I thought that this was a paradox.
Yeah.
We chose to be Khalifa because we are Zalum and Jahul. We are maybe tyrannical
Negative.
and ignorant, but it's not negative.
Not negative. Yes.
It's not negative.
No.
Jahul means you have an infinite capacity for knowledge.
Yes. Yes. In only one place in the 20th you were looking for, there. Sorry, I
That's all
interrupt you. There, Jahul is using in positive way. Why? In whole life, he has capacity to learn, and the more he learns, the more he will discover that he has no knowledge. The more Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana, going there. I think Jahul here, not like an animal.
It's
Animal
not
comes.
Jahil. It's not Jahil, it's Jahul.
Jahul, yes,
Yeah.
Jahul.
And
Because-
Zalum as well.
Yes.
Infinite capacity for goodness.
In goodness.
This is why and we think, well, the mountains are stronger than us. They refused. The mountains don't have the capacity
Yeah. Yes.
that humans have.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Jibal, sky, all universe. Yes.
By the way,
This is mystery of Almighty Allah. Yeah. To create human being and to choose. Yeah, because among spectators, as brother said, Allah is witnessing his activities, his actions. Shade Allah. This is the first aim of creating the universe. But among spectators, the human beings is the best level. Among angels,
Absolutely.
among jinn,
Yeah,
and among perhaps ruhani, spiritual creatures, the human being is unique in the best place.
This is why the angels bow down to us.
Yes.
There is in this could say Allah say I was a hidden treasure. That's why I wanted to create the universe and wanted to know.
Waiting.
Also he said to see the all this art and when you look at the we are somehow mirror. Allah
إن كنت مخفيا وخلقت الخلق ليعرفوني.
yeah
I was a hidden treasure. I created the creatures.
yeah.
Waiting to be discovered.
In fact,
This could
very interesting in the surrender, and Allah is looking at or observing his actions, and through human beings, still he is observing them. In the name of Allah, by looking at, by observing the asar, the acts of Almighty Allah, I think in one aspect the human being is looking at, but through them, because Ustad is saying through spectators, still he is observing.
Actually
In
when
the 11th,
actually the jinns put the earth and bloodshed and angel says oh
what
are
is
you
the
going to
reason?
create the new creatures because of and maybe angels wanted to be the highest position but Allah preferred human being. We say what's it you don't know I know
Yeah.
and then later on the prostration to the Adam and the all angels and they say Subhanaka la ilma lana. Saw the difference because Allah taught Adam the
Gave
name
knowledge.
the meaning of the life. It is written the names of the object of everything, all sciences,
Yeah.
and then saw the difference. That's why Allah chose humanity as a respected creature.
Yeah, and wise children.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to read at the beginning of the 11th verse and in many places on the surrender. Sorry. Now, like every possessor of beauty and perfection wants to see and display his own beauty and perfection, that glorious king wanted to open up an exhibition and set out displays within it in order to make manifest and display in the view of the people the majesty of his rule, his glittering wealth, the wonders of his art, and the marvels of his knowledge, and so that he could behold his beauty and perfection in two respects. But he could behold. The first respect, so that he himself could behold them with his own discerning eye. The other, what about the other? So that he could look through the view of others. Still, in fact, he looks. Interesting. Did you? Can I share? Yeah, can I share? I mean, yeah. So that he could look through the view of others.
Do you consider this a tanazul?
Yes, gave honor.
Because he doesn't need to look through
Of
the eyes
course, Samet, a Samet.
Yeah.
But wants to give bounty, wants to give honor. Yes, tenezzülat ilahiye. Yes.
The sunglasses maker knows how the vision works. This tiny phenomenon of the, like, he sees how it sees, the eye sees, and then make the glass, sorry, not sunglass, the glass.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
Like, this is true. Like,
Yeah.
Allah created the universe and then sees the universe through our eyes.
Yeah, to your our eyes, yes. This is also honor. Yeah.
You sees how you get aware of
By
yourself.
universe, sorry, by universe I mean himself.
Yeah.
He look at himself, like with the mirror we talk about, like that he look at himself through our eyes.
Getting delicious.
Because today we read, Bismillah, Inna Allah ishtara min anfusahum ve amwalahum bi anhum jannah. What does to sell mean to Almighty Allah? To use all faculties, the reason, the eyes, the telephone, everything in the name of Him. I think, and this is to give back everything, the real owner. Although we have them apparently, but by using in the name of Allah to give back again. I think this is act accordingly the wisdom of Allah.
Emin Ekim Mehmet abi.
Yes.
I think one of the most difference between us and the angels is our impotence and poverty. Because if we say the feeling our impotence and poverty while we are praying, foremost in the tahiyyat, we can feel this meaning. I think.
Yes.
Feeling our impotence and poverty, we can say all the universe is thanks to our Creator.
Yeah. Yes.
I think we feel our impotence by praying, because everybody, know there is Allah, everyone, but if there is no connection to the Allah, cannot see the I am the
Powerful.
person, powerful,
Ah.
I can do everything, I have all worldly needs. This means that connection cut.
Yeah.
Then cannot feel impotence and zalum and jahule, the situation appears in this situation. Otherwise, we say, oh Allah, we made mistake, please forgive us. Or we repent our mistake and accept and need to be Allah's help.
Yes.
If some people on earth, becomes a pharaoh. Yeah, and kill when he has a weapon, missile, etc., in different parts of earth we are living.
Innal insana leyadga ar-raus tagna. In the seventh word, deep wounds. One of them is impotence. The other one is wanting or poverty. But in the 23rd word, it is said that these two deep wounds, the poverty and impotence, is like two wings to fly. To fly to the Ala Illiyin. Because with impotence, human being will discover the power of Allah. With weakness or poverty, will discover the mercy of Allah. By using these wings, if a person says that things that he is powerful, he cannot discover the power of Allah. Although still he is impotent, but he supposes that he has power. Becomes Pharaoh.
It sounds like a paradox, but
Paradox.
our Prophet ﷺ said, "Inna fakhri fakhri."
Yeah.
My poverty is my pride.
Yes.
We mustn't misunderstand that. Without having poverty, as you say,
Yeah.
without having that ability,
Yeah.
that emptiness, you can't know fullness.
Yeah.
So your poverty actually allows you to know Allah.
Yes. That's why for 15 ayat, 15 Fatır, Bismillah. Ya eyyühen nasu, entumul fukara ilallah. All of you is poor before Allah. The richest person and the poorest one is equal in this ayat. Among us, one of them is rich, to give, is responsible to giving zakat. One of them is poor. But before Allah, I is saying, all of you is poor. Why? We cannot reach any of our needs. We are poor. Allah is giving. Allah is sending our needs. But by supposition, some people say that we can reach. They are in our hand. It seems to be like that. This is example.
We also give important, example about the richest person of Turkey had a heart attack, and then he has private hospital, he has helicopter, aeroplane, he has everything, but Melekül Mevt took his soul on the way to the hospital.
Yeah.
He had nothing on this way. Like, the poorest of Turkey, he became the same, level. His helicopter, his aeroplane, his private hospital doesn't make any sense to prevent his heart attack. Melekül Mevt came on the way, took his soul.
Also, toilet makes everyone equal. I realized this when I visited Mecca. There is a huge public restroom. Okay? Like, it can contain hundreds of people. And people coming from
Every direction.
I had a tefekkür not in restroom. Like everybody coming from all around the world.
Different level.
Everyone becomes equal.
As we are coming to the world, as we are going, and in some place you are mentioning, it is clear to see equal. But as part of exam, some of them is director, some of them is servant, some people rich, some people poor. This is our exam. But as we are coming to this world and as we are going from this world,
Same.
the same.
Yeah.
The same. And what about coronavirus?
Yeah.
They came and they gave a lesson that we are equal in impotence. In the industrial countries, developing countries, developed countries, poor countries, perhaps more than poor countries, the developed countries said that nothing we can do.
People couldn't find toilet paper in United States of America.
Yeah.
The richest area.
These are right.
This is the reality.
Yes.
I don't know why people were searching for toilet paper. It was coronavirus. In the shops you went, there was no toilet paper.
No.
It's not a diarrhea issue. It's a respiratory issue. But the thing is, with the coronavirus attacked the lungs, and the lungs is where we breathe,
Yeah.
and the breath is to do with the ruh
Yeah.
and the spirit. So it shows actually universally there is a spiritual problem. If you understand coronavirus, if you understand it as a sign, it's a universal spiritual problem. It was the most bizarre thing. For 2 years, every single country was affected.
In fact,
So that's showing us something, that there is a spiritual malaise, there is a spiritual disease. and
Yes.
that it manifests as something which attacks the lungs, and the lungs are where we breathe, and the breathe is where we have the nafas. Nafs is wind, ruh is also wind. It was the most incredible thing, and we haven't learned from it. We got worse since COVID.
Clinic 10 times our hands. I mean, people washing hands.
Bringing the shopping to the door with detergent and cleaning it, and you know, it shows also how controllable we are.
Difficult to understand, yeah. Hygienic, or corners everywhere. Yeah. To sell the hygienic products.
And then to sell the vaccine.
Vaccine, yeah. It is also other.
سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا. تمام. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. ربنا آمنا بما أنزلت واتبعنا الرسول فاكتبنا مع الشاهدين. ربنا أتمم لنا نورنا واغفر لنا إنك على كل شيء قدير. ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. رب إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب ما يقربنا إليك. اللهم لا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا. اللهم زدنا علما ونورا وحلما وآتنا نعمة ظاهرة ونعمة باطنة. يا محول الحول والأحوال حول حالنا إلى أحسن الحال. ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. ربنا لا تجعلنا فتنة للقوم الظالمين. ربنا لا تجعلنا فتنة للذين كفروا واغفر لنا ربنا إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم. اللهم بحق سورة الإخلاص اجعلنا من عبادك المخلصين المخلصين. آمين آمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والنجم إذا هوى ما ضل صاحبكم وما غوى وما ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى. علمه شديد القوى ذو مرة فاستوى وهو بالأفق الأعلى ثم دنا فتدلى فكان قاب قوسين أو أدنى فأوحى إلى عبده ما أوحى ما كذب الفؤاد ما رأى أفتمارونه على ما يرى فلقد رآه نزلة أخرى عند سدرة المنتهى عندها جنة المأوى إذ يغشى السدرة ما يغشى ما زاغ البصر وما طغى لقد رأى من آيات ربه الكبرى أفرأيتم اللات والعزى ومناة الثالثة الأخرى ألكم الذكر وله الأنثى تلك إذا قسمة ضيزى إن هي إلا أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم ما أنزل الله بها من سلطان إن يتبعون إلا الظن وما تهوى الأنفس ولقد جاءهم من ربهم بهم الهدى أم للإنسان ما تمنى فلله الآخرة والأولى صدق الله ربنا الأعلى سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين الفاتحة
Allah razı olsun.
Amin. Allah razı olsun.
Allah razı olsun.
Amin.
Ağzınıza sağlık. Hafız var mı?
Devam edelim.
Ne?
Programa. Cemaat devam.
İngilizcem yok ki.
Olsun, Türkçe de olur.
Kur'an okumaya devam edelim. Herkes anlıyor.
İyi ki ilahi de şey yapabilirsin.
İlahi mi var?
Bu ses. O zaman şey yapıyorum.
Yarışmayalım abi.
Yarışmada adam
Devam et.
İlahi okuyunca ben de durum ama.
Karşılıklı
O
şey
zaman
yaparız.
dinleriz abi.
Evet. Bu akşam
Ben
diyorsun.
şey yapmayayım da bir tane Mehmet Feyzi abinin bir şiiri var.
Ha.
Siz bilirsiniz abi.
Denizli'den ayrılıp.
Yok. Mehmet Feyzi abinin.
Ha, tamam.
Hasan Feyzi abinin değil. Mehmet Feyzi abinin
Kastamonu'daki.
Kastamonu'da
Ha.
bir 7 veren şiiri var.
Hmm.
Duydunuz mu abi bunu?
Diyorum ben dinlememiz lazım abi.
Ben o zaman ondan şey yapayım.
A
Biraz
poem from Mehmet Feyzi abi from Kastamonu, talebe of Usta.
layık olsun.
Tamam. Güzel.
Nevi beşer bir yol tutmuş, Hakk'a varan yol bizdedir. Risale-i Nur aşkına çiçek açan dal bizdedir. Risale-i Nur aşkına çiçek açan dal bizdedir. Çiçek açan dal bizdedir. Nura çekilir mi perde, karşı koyan kuvvet nerede? Varsın düşsün düşen derde, Allah diyen kul bizdedir. Varsın düşsün düşen derde, Allah diyen kul bizdedir. Allah diyen kul bizdedir. Yeter bu nura bir bakış, eksilir mi kalbe akış? Hak yolundan akış nakış, yazı yazan kol bizdedir. Hak yolundan akış nakış, yazı yazan kol bizdedir. Yazı yazan kol bizdedir. Kimi bir yol tutmuş eğri, gider dalalete doğru. Dikendir kiminin bağrı, yedi veren gül bizdedir. Dikendir kiminin bağrı, yedi veren gül bizdedir. Yedi veren gül bizdedir. Bu aşk bizde var oldukça, Allah bize yar oldukça, ömrümüz bahar oldukça, ilimle amel bizdedir. Ömrümüz bahar oldukça, ilimle amel bizdedir. İlimle amel bizdedir. Bakma zamanın zehrine, uğrama Rabbin kahrına. Risale-i Nur nehrine, katre olan sel bizdedir. Risale-i Nur nehrine, katre olan sel bizdedir. Katre olan sel bizdedir. Vakıf olanlar bu hale, kavuşmak diler visale. Okumak için risale, 72 dil bizdedir. Okumak için risale, 72 dil bizdedir. 72 dil bizdedir. Kafire gelir mi aman, nasıl değişmez bu zaman. Üstad gibi bir kahraman, baş bizde temel bizdedir. Üstad gibi bir kahraman, baş bizde temel bizdedir. Baş bizde temel bizdedir. Evet, Mehmet Feyzi abi rahmetullahi aleyh.
Allah razı olsun.
Onlar için el Fatiha.
Amin. Allah razı olsun.
Kaç abi şeyin bu
Yedi veren gül.
7 veren gül.
Zindeyiz. Biz Kur'an'ın hadimleri, pür imanlı ve zindeyiz. Bu yoldan dönmeyiz asla, peygamberin izindeyiz, izindeyiz. Bu yoldan dönmeyiz asla, peygamberin izindeyiz. tende canlar canı. Onu sevsen onu tanı. Odur tende canlar canı. Alemlerin tek sultanı. Peygamberin izindeyiz, izindeyiz. Alemlerin tek sultanı. Peygamberin izindeyiz, izindeyiz. Odur ahir hak peygamber, ona salat selam gönder. Odur ahir hak peygamber, ona salat selam gönder. Cihanda en büyük önder, peygamberin izindeyiz, izindeyiz. Cihanda en büyük önder, peygamberin izindeyiz, izindeyiz. Annem beni yetiştirdi, bu hizmete yolladı. Annem beni yetiştirdi, bu hizmete yolladı. Teslim etti Risale'yi, Allah'a ısmarladı. Teslim etti Risale'yi, Allah'a ısmarladı. Boş oturma çalış dedi, hizmet eyle Kur'an'a. Boş oturma çalış dedi, hizmet eyle Kur'an'a. Sütüm sana helal etmem, çalışmazsan Kur'an'a. Sütüm sana helal etmem, çalışmazsan Kur'an'a. Medrese-i Nuriye'dir, sağ ve barla eflani. Medrese-i Nuriye'dir, sağ ve barla eflani. Şakirtlere müzahirdir Abdülkadir Geylani. Şakirtlere müzahirdir Abdülkadir Geylani. Thank you.
Van'dan Isparta'ya sürgün yollandı. Sağlı sollu jandarmayla kollandık. Van'dan Isparta'ya sürgün yollandık. Sağlı sollu jandarmayla kollandık. İdam için hükümlendik, pullandık. Rabbime helallık sundun mu ana? İdam için hükümlendik, pullandık. Rabbime helallık sundun mu ana? Ana ana sanma ki kederliyiz. Bu davanın en gönül davanın en gönüllü eriyiz. Ölmek ne ki ebediyen diriyiz. Hak için duaya durdun mu ana? Ölmekten ebediyen diriyiz. Hak için duaya durdun mu ana? Üstadımız bizim iki gözümüz, davasına bağlamışız özümüz. Üstadımız bizim iki gözümüz, davasına bağlamışız özümüz. Risale-i Nur olsun son sözümüz. Rabbime helallık sundun mu ana? Ana sanma ki kederliyiz. Bu davanın en gönüllü eriyiz. Ölmekten ebediyen diriyiz. Rabbime helallık sundun mu ana?
Allah razı olsun.
Maşallah.
Abi bu da
Yeni repertuar.
Afyon'da idamla yargılanırken abilerin kol kola girmiş fotoğrafı
var,
var.
var.
O zaman söyledikleri bir dörtlük. İdama giderken söyledikleri dörtlük.
Cenab-ı Hak ne haller yapmış.
Şeyden aşağıdan yorgun ha.
Ya hatarsın.
Orada mı? Abi inşallah our Green'de izlediğim klinik. Bir tane de İngilizce alsak diyorlar da abi.
I asked yellow flower, father, mother, mother. I asked yellow flower, father, mother, mother. Flower answer derviş father, father, mother topraktır.
Biraz
In English?